The Stanley Cup playoffs on Sportsnet, presented by Rogers. 4-2 New York, and I think maybe I'm speaking for the guys, Jen. I can't remember if you were in on this, but there was a sense that Florida had the flow of the game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I
Until
agree.
about the 35
They're the better team in the series, and if the New York wins, they're going to have to steal one like they did last game.
And
not the case.
And you can get Lafreniere. We'll get to that. Let's go to the Jacob Trouba, the second of his minor penalties. Jen, you first. Did you think it was a major penalty for elbowing or what?
So let's go there, yes. And to me, I was surprised that this was only a 2-minute minor. And you look at this from different sides, but on the angle where you're looking at Rodrigues, to me, the initial contact is made on the side of his jaw, the side of his head, before he makes contact with his shoulder. And just the extension of it is so clear. There is the intent. I mean, he doesn't have the body positioning, extends the elbow, and makes contact with the head first. So, yes, for me, very surprised. You guys seem to disagree, but that was my take on looking at that
I'm leaning
angle.
towards you a little bit more now, because up until the very last angle, I thought it was more of a connection with the shoulder and then maybe coming up, but that last angle looked to me like it made more head contact.
Well, lean towards my side then, Kel. I don't think first of all, I don't think it's an elbow. I think this is an elbow. I think guys hit like this with their forearm. Dave Manson. Well, if you get the guy in the head with your forehead, but I hit like this. That's just a way of like using a strong part of your body. So he's not trying to elbow him. He's trying to hit his body with the forearm. And I think he glazed his shoulder. And because Rodrigues is hunched over, that's why it gets shoulder and then head for sure. Shoulder, then jaw. I'm okay with two.
Oh, right there.
See,
right there.
That is jaw, then shoulder.
Clearly, that is
shoulder. I still see a little bit of shoulder impact in his jersey. Shoulder, jersey, and then it's like your jaw, like neckline right here. Close. I mean, he gets them, and that's why he gets a 2-minute penalty. And the 2-minute penalty on the second infraction of that play is huge, right? Yeah. Although it should have been a 5-on-3. I don't like that.
Also, I mean, his history, though, right? He's been suspended before. And interesting for Trouba, he did get suspended for 2 games in January of this season. And there was no penalty that was initially called on the play.
But after that, he won the Mark Messier Leadership Award. After that. So,
it's a clean slate?
No, I just mean you can't say that there's intent to elbow guys, because he obviously has a good part of them, and people respect how he plays the game. So,
Kevin, you'll remember back around 07 when Chris Pronger got 2 suspensions, both, and this was when they introduced the term chicken wing. Forearm shiver, which is kind of an elbow, but it's not like that.
Chicken wing is up. I always feel like there's an up with the elbow.
Yeah, that's right. I would say that. Do you have Pronger, by the way, David? Okay, so Pronger,
Pronger
did
was not that dirty, though.
No, and he had no penalty on either play.
What Trouba already knows, he has a penalty on the play, so he has to be extra careful, right? Now, why is he going after with a forearm?
Because he's beat.
Shiver?
Oh, he's beat.
I know, but
he doesn't mean to hit him in the head.
No.
But he did.
He's trying to get his body so Rodrigues doesn't get a break.
But wouldn't you know, if you're getting already 1 penalty, you got to be super careful, even if you're going to get beat.
Well, no, because this rule's terrible, Ron. I think if the same guy gets 2 penalties in the same play and they're 15 seconds apart, it should be a 5-on-3. But it's not. It's the same guy, so it's 2. You don't like it?
No, well,
it's
that's irrelevant. The gap between the 2 is irrelevant. Right. The fact that it's one guy getting 2 penalties means 4.
But it's not in the same
versus
play.
2 different guys getting, would have been interesting.
That's
I kind of like that. Elbow, he hits him in the head as he's skating across the middle of the ice.
So, Gally, I think I'm leaning with you, Jen. I'm sorry, Kevin.
But it's fine. You're all, but it's not the head. It's the neck, jaw area. Different.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not part of your head.
That's the head.
Trouba, meanwhile, was the referee on this one. The Lafreniere goal, ironically.
Yeah, so good Trouba here. And Trouba is on the right side this time of the penalty, and he draws one. And I really think this really impacts the Lafreniere goal, because we'll show the penalty right here. So Bennett's going to come down, shoot it through him. Trouba's going to go forearm again, because that's how he hits. Now Bennett's going to rip his helmet off. He's going to turn and look at Eric Furlack. Hey, that's a penalty. So now, when Lafreniere gets this puck, in his mind, this is a freebie. So he's going to attack on a 1-on-3 with this sick curl and drag that he probably doesn't do if it's a normal 5-on-5 scenario, because he'd be worried about a turnover. He'd probably make a higher percentage play. But watch his right foot there, Kel. Swing behind him. It's accidental, but this is a right heel right in the chops of Bobrovsky. That doesn't feel good.
I like how you try to get us to believe that forearm shiver, because that's how
I'm just giving you the facts.
He hits him right here.
I'm giving you the facts, and you make your own opinions.
Well, here's another interesting thing that happened there. What if he embellishes to the extent the concussion spotter pulls him out of the game?
I wondered if he
left Rodrigues, right?
No, Bobrovsky for days.
I thought even if he didn't embellish, wouldn't that be one where you might pull him, right?
Tempting,
but yeah, for sure.
Okay, more on Lafreniere.
Yeah. So glad he's okay. Lafreniere, I mean, you look at his night, and here's a player that is playing with all kinds of confidence. Great season he had, and certainly the postseason. You look at his night. I mean, this is the one that is a shot that you have all kinds of confidence to go top shelf on the backhand in the first. And then look at this one shift in the second. He fakes the backhand this time, thinks he's got the inside post, one of Bobrovsky's beautiful saves. But then later on that same shift, Kevin, as you talked about, look at the patience to drag 1-on-3. This time he goes forehand to backhand low inside the post. I mean, there you're just seeing such a variety of his skill set in terms of where he's shooting. I mean, all kinds of confidence for him. Tremendous.
What am I going to talk about, Kev?
Goaltending, probably elevating.
Yes.
Oh, really?
You know me pretty well. So we talked before game 2 that the Rangers, Rangers, they have to elevate on Bobrovsky. I'm losing my train of thought with Trouba. And so they have. You know, you look at this, as Jen, you point out, beautifully placed. That can't get any better. This one, when I talk elevate, I don't always mean bar down. It just has to be enough to get over that pad, and then Gaudreau rips that one again over the shoulder. So that's what you have to do on Bobrovsky. In fact, you saw how far out he was on that one. If Gaudreau doesn't rip it, he doesn't go in.
All right, we're going to hear from Mika Zibanejad. Sean's got him when we continue our coverage here on CSI Miami. It's 4-2 New York after 40 minutes. Game 3 of the Stanley Cup playoffs.